Late 2003, Seoul was considered one of the safest major cities in the world. Violent crime existed, but serial murder was something most people believed happened somewhere else. That illusion began to crumble when police responded to the murder of an elderly homeowner inside an upscale neighborhood. The attack appeared deliberate. There were signs of forced entry. Yet, investigators noticed something unusual. Cash remained inside the home. Valuable jewelry had not been taken. Nothing suggested an ordinary burglary. Weeks later, another wealthy elderly resident was found dead under remarkably similar circumstances. Again, there was little evidence. Again, the killer had ignored expensive valuables. Detectives compared crime scenes, interviewed neighbors, and searched for anyone connected to the victims. Nothing linked them together. The only thing they shared was wealth. Investigators gradually developed a theory. Perhaps someone held a deep hatred toward wealthy people. But before they could identify a suspect, another mystery quietly began unfolding elsewhere in the city. Young women working through massage businesses and escort agencies started disappearing. At first, no one believed the cases were connected. Adults disappear for many reasons. Each report landed on a different detective's desk. Different police stations handled different investigations. No one realized they were hunting the same predator. As winter turned to spring, both investigations continued to grow. The murders of elderly homeowners remained unsolved. Meanwhile, more women vanished after accepting appointments with unknown clients. Families reported them missing. Co-workers waited for phone calls that never came. Still, there was almost nothing investigators could work with. Witnesses described an ordinary customer. No obvious suspect emerged. The man behind the crimes blended perfectly into everyday life. His name was Yoo Young-chul. He carefully selected victims who were alone. He planned his movements. He avoided leaving unnecessary evidence. Every successful attack made him more confident. Meanwhile, detectives remained focused on solving what they believed were two completely different criminal investigations. One killer targeting wealthy homeowners, another predator preying on vulnerable women. Neither theory was correct. Without realizing it, the investigation had already fallen behind. In July 2004, everything changed because of one small detail. Employees at an escort agency noticed something unusual. Several women who had disappeared over previous months had all accepted appointments from the same customer. At first, it seemed impossible. But as staff compared their records, the same name, the same phone number, kept appearing. Instead of dismissing their suspicions, they contacted police. Investigators quickly organized a plan. When the customer arranged another meeting, officers waited nearby. As soon as he arrived, they moved in. The suspect was arrested without realizing the trap had already been set. Police believed they had captured someone connected to several disappearances. They had no idea they had just arrested one of South Korea's deadliest serial killers. Then, the investigation took an embarrassing turn. Only days after his arrest, Yoo managed to escape police custody. The escape shocked the nation. For a brief time, one of South Korea's most dangerous suspects was free again. A massive search followed. Fortunately, it did not last long. Police located and arrested him once more. This time, he wasn't getting away again. During questioning, investigators slowly uncovered the truth. The disappearances and the murders of wealthy homeowners were not separate cases. They had all been committed by the same man. As detectives verified his statements, the scale of the investigation expanded dramatically. Evidence from multiple crime scenes, telephone records, and witness testimony began fitting together for the first time. The man who had convinced police they were searching for multiple offenders had actually been working alone. Prosecutors eventually charged Yoo Young-chul with 20 murders. The evidence against him was overwhelming. In December 2004, he was convicted and sentenced to death. South Korea has not carried out an execution since the late 1990s. As a result, he remains on death row. When police transported him between investigations and court appearances, they covered him with a raincoat to shield him from cameras. The image appeared across newspapers and television broadcasts. Before long, The public gave him a name that history would remember: the Raincoat Killer. His crimes changed the way South Korean police shared information between investigations, because sometimes the greatest obstacle to solving a case is believing you're searching for more than one killer, when the answer has been the same man all along.